Today we're going to make a dove puppet for Little Amal. Okay, so first of all, we take our piece of florist's wire. It's very special wire because it bends really easily. You can bend it with your hands. We're going to bend it in half like that. So we get a little loop at one end. And we're going to take this loop and poke it down the end of our bamboo cane. So it goes down like that. And then open it up like a split pin. So we end up with a T shape like this. So we need to secure the wire to the bamboo, and we're going to use gaffer tape. Gaffer tape is really brilliant because you can tear it, so don't try and use scissors because your scissors will just get stuck to the tape. So we take the tape and we rip it. Just a small square will be fine. And pop it over the top, stick it to the wire, and then flip it round and fold in the bottom corners towards you onto the bamboo. Flip it round again, fold it over, and do the same on the other side. So you end up with a nice secure T shape we're going to build the bird onto. So next, we're going to take a piece of A3 card like this, and we're going to draw around our template. So I've already drawn half of my dove here. So you can see the tail, the wing, and the beak. And then we'll cut it out. And there we have it. Have our bird, we open it up, and you can see how the bird is going to start to take shape. So, we then want to attach our bird puppet to the handle. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to cut a little hole. So we just want to line it up first. So you pop the bird across the wires to work out where you want your handle to go. And then you can use a pencil and just make a little mark in the middle. So you can see a little mark where we're going to make the hole. And then we fold it back in half again, making sure we know where our mark is. Do it on the outside as well. And then cut a small hole. So make sure it's just a small one. And then we're going to poke the handle through the hole, like this. You might find the hole's a little bit too small, but it's fine. Just work it through until we get to the top. And then what we want to do is tape the wire to the inside of the bird. So I'm just clamping my stick between my knees, which is quite a good way of working. So do that so you've got your bird in front of you. And then take some strips of masking tape. So you line up the wire with the fold of your cardboard and just pop the masking tape across the wire, along the tail and then along the body, making sure that the card is all the way up to the top of the pole. So she's stuck on quite nicely now, quite firm. And now we want to sort of plump the bird up. So we're going to make the body next. So we'll just put that to one side for a minute and take some paper. So you can use anything that's quite malleable. Newspaper will be fine. This is just some craft paper. But you want to be able to screw it up nicely. Just screw it up into a ball, squish it around a bit, and then unfold it, unsquish it. And we're sort of treating it as if it's clay, so we're just going to kind of shape it with our hands, and then take the bird again, and clamp it between your knees so you can work, and start to make the shape of the bird. So. And use this as your kind of template again. So we want a nice fat body, and then the head, just find where you want the neck to be, give it a little twist there, so you sort of differentiate the head and the body. And then we're going to slap loads of glue all over here to glue it on. So take your glue Be nice and generous with the glue. Paste it across the masking tape onto the body, onto the card, onto the tail. And then stick this on. Don't be too precious about it, just get it on there. Stick it on. And then if you want to tidy it up a bit more, take some more paper and just start gluing it over the top. Okay, so that's the kind of the body, the main body. And then we're going to do the head. So again, put your bird to one side. And then I'm going to take one of the bits of offcuts, fold that in half, and cut roughly the size of the head that you want out of that. And you can take your bird and just measure how big it needs to be. And then find a picture of the kind of bird that you want to make. I'm making a dove, so I used a picture of a dove to get the right shape. Draw around the head. So you've got a little profile of a bird there, like that. And cut that out. And then we glue it onto the head. So, more glue inside the head. Going to be quite generous with the glue. And then fold it around the little beaky shape that you've got sticking out the front. And just pinch it on. And you can fold up the wings a little bit to give them a bit more shape. So we're almost there. Now all we need to do is make some tail feathers. So pop your birds down again for a minute and cut some tail feathers. So I'm going to just cut some strips out of the card. I think 3 is a good number. And then make the tips feather shape. So just point off the tips. And then I'm going to curl them as if it was a Christmas ribbon. So there you go. Just run your scissors down it and you get a nice boingy tail feather. So we're using sharp scissors here, so you need to be very careful. So we're running the blade along the card. If you don't feel confident, then ask a teacher or a parent or an older brother or sister to help you out. So put the scissors down, and then we're going to take our tail feathers and glue them to the tail for the finishing touch. So again, get our glue, generously slap it all over the tail, and then we're going to glue them on. And there we have it, your own little flying dove.